Well, welcome to Tuesday Update. Today is the 29th of December. Well, in spite of COVID, we had a wonderful Christmas here, a great celebration of Christmas. I thought you might be interested in some statistics. So we had at our Christmas masses here about 700 people, and we had another 700 for our drive-through communions. And for our live stream, we had just under 7,800 views for our masses. And the most views were at the 1 o'clock Christmas Eve Mass. We had 2,800 views for that one. You know, you think about each view, sometimes it's a family watching it, maybe it's just one person watching it. So even if you just estimated that, you know, an average of 1.5 persons watched each view, you know, that would be almost 12,000 people watching our live stream. And when you combine that with the 1,400 that were here at Mass and at our drive-through, you know, we had over 13,000 people be able to experience the beauty of Christmas. And that's amazing. Typically, on a Christmas, we have about 4,000 people who will come here for Christmas Eve and Christmas Mass. So this year we were able to get that message of Christ out to over 3 times what we normally would have. So there are some blessings in this whole COVID that, you know, people watched us and watched the message of Christ. So that's wonderful. I can't thank enough the volunteers that made this whole thing happen. You know, right from the beginning of you know, snow removal, to decorating the church, to pulling off these masses, ambassadors, you know, the drive-through communities, they were rainy and miserable at times that we did it. The cleanup, dozens upon dozens upon dozens of volunteers, and I am so grateful for them. As I've told you, nothing gets done around here without volunteers. And I've always said, and you've probably heard me say this before, you know, the growth of our parish is directly related to how many people we can get to volunteer in some sort of a ministry. There's no limitation to what we can do here at St. Pius for both the people within our walls and outside our walls as we get more and more people willing to volunteer and help us. So if 2021 is your time to get involved some way, you let us know. You remember the corporal works of mercy: feed the hungry, give drink to the thirsty, clothe the naked, shelter the homeless, visit the sick, visit the imprisoned, and bury the dead. And when I look back, you know, go back to maybe October, we have done a really amazing job with that. I think our Lord would be very, very pleased with the work we've done. And just as an example, you know, this last food drive that we had on December 20th, you know, the bag from the Advent in a Box that had that little bag people brought by. I think I mentioned to you, you know, we had 16,000 pounds of food that were given that day and that are going to be able to be given to homeless shelters and those in need in the months of January and February. And that's amazing. So thank you for you know, living out these corporal works of mercy. And Kirsten is going to be sending out on Thursday. You'll be getting it home. A little video on our Advent in a Box day. I think you'll like it, but that'll be sent home to you on Thursday. January 1st is the Feast of Mary, the Mother of God, one of our big holy days that we get a chance to celebrate our Blessed Mother. We're going to remember on the 31st, so New Year's Eve, 5 o'clock, we'll have a Mass here. And then on New Year's Day, we'll have a 9 a.m. Mass as we honor our Blessed Mother. And it's also a great way to kick off the new year, 2021. So either if you can join us here or join us on the live stream. This weekend is the Feast of the Epiphany, sometimes called the Feast of the Three Kings. So the Epiphany is always January 6th, but we celebrate it on the Sunday closest to January 6th. And so that's going to be this Sunday. And one of the traditions of Epiphany is the chalking of the doors. And so it's the whole idea of taking some chalk and saying a prayer and chalking our doors. And what we've got is when you come to Mass, or if you're here during the week, at the exits near the doors, we have pieces of blessed chalk, and we've got this little card. It's got a nice prayer on here, but it also explains, you know, what's behind the chalking of the door and how to chalk your door at home. So we hope you might come by and take one of these. They'll be here for the January 1st Masses, as well as this weekend's Masses. Again, you can come in during the day and get them. Maybe when you finish chalking your door, pass it on to a neighbor or a relative and give them the card to let them know what it's all about. It's a really, really nice tradition. And maybe take a picture of you chalking your door and send that in to us. Kirsten will get that on our social media. It's kind of a nice thing for people to see. Hey, we're continuing to do our 9 a.m. Tuesday Mass and our 6:30 a.m. Wednesday Mass. We always live stream them, and we typically will post those on the website so you can see those anytime during the course of the day. Now, I messed up this morning, and we didn't get the 9 a.m. We live streamed it, but we didn't get it posted, so you won't be able to see it later in the day. But typically, anytime during the day, you can see our Tuesday and our Wednesday daily masses, okay? So if that's something that you might want to do, we'd love to have you join us on the live stream. Hey, if your family is behind in sacraments, let us help you, okay? Maybe make 2021 the year that you reach out and get caught up with sacraments. We're always happy to do that. So make sure you reach out to us, give us a call. Remember, this week, you may want to do it after New Year. This is the week we want our staff to take some time off so they're home and resting a little bit, and so nobody in the office this week. But give a call after the New Year if we can help you with those sacraments, because we want to help you get caught up. In a typical year, we have well over 100 new families join St. Pius. And this year, even in a COVID year, we've had, somewhere between 90 and 100 new families, which is amazing to me, with as shut down as we've been. But one of the things we really enjoy doing is welcoming our new families here. And one of the ways we do that is these virtual wine and cheese Zoom parties. We bring some cookies and some apple bubbly to a person's house. We leave it outside, and then we connect through Zoom. I really, really enjoy them. A couple of staff members, myself, we get a chance to tell our new members a little bit about St. Pius, and then we get a chance to meet them. And so it's a really, really fun 45 minutes. And if you thought about joining our parish family, do it. Because we got a bunch of these Zoom parties coming on in January, and we'd love to get you involved in them and connect with you, and give us a chance to tell you a little bit about St. Pius. We want to meet you too. So again, give us a shout if you ever want to become a member of our parish family, or go to our website. You can just sign up there as well. If you know someone who's not getting our Tuesday update or our Thursday constant contact, again, let us know. We're happy to get them on our list so that they can kind of see some of the things we do here at St. Pius and get them up to date. Hey, a quick construction update on our new Parish Life Center. If you've driven by, you can see that we've had some rebar delivered. It's out there on the Stafford side parking lot, and some of the steel for our steel building has been delivered this week. And so we'll leave that out there until we're ready for it. And we've even begun, you see a little bit of excavation happening in our new area where that Parish Life Center is going to be. So the weather's been really good to us in terms of mild temperatures. So we're going to keep riding that horse until things get nasty with the weather. But hopefully that'll continue for a while. We've had this week, we're going to have this week, 6 funerals. And then we got already another one for next Monday. We've got a lot of sick people. And I'm going to ask you for your special prayers this week, because not only for those who have died and who are dying, but for their family members, because those family members can't get in to see them. So if they've got a dying loved one in the hospital or in a nursing facility, they're there by themselves. They can't get in to see them. And that is so painful for our families, as well as the one who is dying by themselves. So this week, would you say a prayer, maybe every day this week, say a prayer for those who are dying, and especially for our families who can't get in to be with them, because that is a very, very painful moment in life, and we want to try and support them with our prayers, okay? So that's it for this week. Hopefully plan to join us either in person or on our live stream for the Feast of Mary, Mother of God on January 1st. Again, one Mass on the 31st and one on the 1st. And then this weekend for the Epiphany. The Epiphany is a big celebration, the Feast of the Three Kings. So hope you can join us for that as well. So stay safe and God bless.